It's crazy. Shalom, shalom. Hello, Israelites. This is a new Yeshua in Israel. Hebrew on the island too. Praise is out. Got to cover up. Listen, I was inspired to do this video that I wasn't planning to do. Not at all. When I saw this clip somebody sent me, and it brought to mind the framework, the mindset of many Negroes. This is a Torah and Tanakh-based Israelite channel. We only deal with the Tanakh, which is the law, the Nevi'im, the prophets, Ketuvim is the writings. It only pertains to the stars in the book, the most popular book on the planet. It's called they say the Bible because it has a New Testament. I don't deal with that even here. No New Testament, no fake New Testament, no fake Jesus, Black Yahweh. I know Apocrypha, Jubilees, Enoch, none of that. Just as Jeremiah 6:16 says, as for the old path, which is a good way and walk there, and none of the prophets and Moses, no Joshua, David, anybody hasn't said anything about a New Testament, about Apocrypha, Book of Enoch, and all that other stuff. You are being tricked by your enemy that you still think you don't have. I'm going to show you a clip showing you that this enemy that you think you don't have, that you think he's good and she's good, is the devil that the Bible speaks of. You need to stop trusting me. Stop believing in almost everything they say is a lie. When will you believe this? A lot of you still won't believe this. Negroes want equality. The Tanakh says rulership. The statement, I hear all the time, and I heard, I hear it on the YouTube, people talking. They be like, like Negro YouTube channels, the other heathens, the apex heathens, they're the violent ones, which they are. They're the violence, they're the terrorists, they're the gangs, they're the gangbangers, they're the super predators, et cetera, et cetera. Everything they say is like, they say it's us, it's them. They're terrible, they're the demons. In the physical, you don't have to go to hell, and I don't believe in a hell. Hell is a condition. You don't go down to hell to see the devil. He's right there in front of you, standing in front of you in Walmart, sitting next to you at your job, sitting by you on the bus, your neighbor, carrying the one that calling the cops on you all the time. Police going pop out, pop, 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 pop. It's the devil that the Bible speaks of in the physical. Job 9:24. And the earth is given into the hands of the wicked. In their crazy minds, the apex heathens think, I'm strong. That's why we rule. And no, you're not. The Most High gave it to you because he's punishing the true physical Israelites. And the true physical Israelites are only the Negroes that suffer the curses of Deuteronomy 28, Leviticus 26, and no one else on this flat earth. All the tribes are Negro types. And all you have to do is read Genesis chapter 10, Japheth, Japheth. He had sons, Gog, Magog, Tubal, Madi, and all the rest of them, and another son called Gomer. And then Gomer had sons, and a bunch of them, I don't even care about their names. And one of their sons is named Ashkenaz. Those are the people that are impersonating us on the planet, telling everybody that they are us. They're not. All the truth that has been hidden is all coming to light, all being revealed, which I'm going to show you in this clip. These YouTube guys are going, we're not troublemakers. This 2020 election, they're worrying about us picketing and destroying, and it's those other people. Yeah, we know it's the other people. And then the next things out of their mouth is, we just want equality. We want to just be treated the same. We're not gangbangers. But here, I'm not a troublemaker at all. But I don't want equality. I want rulership. I have a ruling mentality. A lot of you Negroes, even in the Hebrew communities, you're not the real leaders of Israel. You have a homeborn slave mentality. You want to be equal with the slaves? Have you read the scriptures about the heathens? I guess you didn't. And I guess you don't really believe the scriptures that you're actually reading, that you stand by and say, I believe the scriptures. Scripture's saying all this, what I'm getting ready to present to you. but you say you want equality? Look what they did to the earth. You want them to have equality to do it again when the Most High wipes, because Egyptian Empire, Roman, Greek empires, Byzantine, Medes, Persia, Babylon, all the empires have been wiped off the face of it because they're all wicked. The next empires on the chopping block right now as we speak is America and Europe and all the other heathens of the world. Get ready to be finished. And you want still to hold hands of Martin Luther King with them. You want them to be in the governments of the world. Look what they did to the world. Do I have to mention it? Destroyed almost everything in the minds of the people and the animals, everything, air, food, water. We're talking about you do not have a ruling type of mentality. But here at E1 Island 2, I have it. That's all I run with. And that's all I encourage my brothers to run with under King David. And King David is coming back. And his house is coming back. We're going to be the rulers of this thing. So you have a mindset, equality, let's hold hands. No, they don't want to hold hands with you. They ain't holding hands. They shoot you down in the street. But you want to, I forgive you. You can walk in the church and kill all my family members and all my friends and my congregation. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to show them I'm a better person than you. I'm going to bless you and kiss you and hug you and bring you Burger King in jail. Not me. Off with the head. You guys are not rulers. King David was here. He ain't doing that. Apparently, you guys don't read the scriptures. King David was getting in with the adversaries of the Most High and with his adversaries. Because the adversaries of the Most High is King David's adversaries. But apparently, you guys don't think that way. All those who hate the Most High, King David said, I hate them. I hate them with a perfect hatred. You love them. You want equality with them. Now, I'm not saying going out there and do things or whatever. This is not the time. The Most High is doing everything. It says in Deuteronomy 32, he says, I recompense and I'm the one with the vengeance. And he sets the chessboard up. He does everything. But be in alignment with all what he says and does and what he's planning to do. You don't want to live into your titles. But here Hebrew on the island too, a new Yeshua Israel. I want to live into mine, and I can live it now. I don't have to do anything to my apex heathen. He says hi, I say hi, but I don't. There's no walking Martin Luther King. I'm keeping it real. No Martin Luther King walking with them. Hi, you can be thinking, you got to go to work, do what you got to do, but separate yourself from them in all aspects possible. Don't be silly. Go, well, we have to work, we have to go shopping. Don't be silly. When this whole thing's in, you won't have to do even none of that because they're going to be where they belong in the barn, in the fields working, constructing new construction, and listening 24/7. Getting beat down with rods of iron, dashed like the potter's vessel. And that's how it should be. The earth, all will be at peace. The animals will be at peace. The air will be at peace. You guys don't think that way because you guys are one-dimensional thinkers. I don't think one dimension. I think 20 dimensions. And I actually believe the script when I'm reading and studying. We are not equal. We're not them. But you want to be equal because you settled in comfortably with UGG slippers on and a heated blanket, and you just merge right into their society. And you think everything is good. Look around you, everything is wicked and abominable. But to you, since you merged in with them, what are you talking about? What are you talking about, a new Yeshua Israel? Because you're comfortable. And you're not a leader of Israel. But here at Hebrew on the island too, I encourage the true Torah Tanakh Israelites, step into your position. Change your mind frame if you haven't already. We're talking about this equality. Oh, they're going to think I'm racist. Don't talk to them then. Just you have it in your mind. Yo, I ain't equal to them. They ain't equal to me. I'm above them. And my scriptures say it. The scriptures in their Bible that they have on their shelf say it about you, but the problem is you don't believe it. The problem, Most High said our people are rebellious and stubborn. They're gone. There's only that 1/3 that gets it, and that will get it on this video. Negroes want equality. Tanakh says rulership. Let me show you this video right now, and then I'm going to get into the scriptures. Like I said, this wasn't a planned video. When I saw this, I'm like, these are crazy, these are crazy people. Martin Luther King hold hands with him or whatever. I want this kingdom, these world kingdoms to be destroyed, all of them. Look around you. Most High is doing it. Keep the commandments. Keep your agreement, covenant agreement with the Most High. He said he's going to bring it this all to pass. All of the empires are on the chopping block right now. You guys don't know, can't see because a lot of you guys, haven't gotten the memo and probably won't. So this video is probably over your head, over your pay grade. And you know what? In Ezekiel 14, it says when the Most High is mad with the land and the people, he says though Noah, Job, and Daniel was in it, they had to save themselves by their own righteousness. So I'm not gonna be worried, oh, they don't get it. I hope they get it, or my channel is small, I have small subscribership because I don't use thumbnails. I don't know how to put them on with this Chromebook and whatever, and I'm not reaching a lot of people. I'm reaching the exact amount of people that the Most High wants. Most High plans out everything. So they had to save themselves by their own righteousness. When you see this clip I showed you in this video, share it with your other people. You're dealing with the devil. The devil means deceiver. He's lied to you about everything. History. Forget about everything you learned in school. They lied about everything. Almost everything they lied about. History, geography, culture, fake religions, science, medicine, everything. And you're gullible. You believe it because, I want to be a part. I'm a part of the American apple pie. Low level. The Israelites were coming to the top, coming to the cream of the crop. That's what the Most High is doing right now. And all the lies is coming to the top, coming to the light, coming to the top where everybody can see. This is your beloved America who loves you. This is how they feel about you. This is what they've been doing. And I know you didn't know it. As soon as I got this, I sent this out to so many people. And a lot of them are Christians and Negro Christians and Messianic Hebrews. Their response is just here and whatever. It's called cognitive dissonance. They can't believe from what they were taught when they were younger that these truths are actually true about the apex heathen, their biblical enemy. And they can't accept, no, these are not my enemies, these are my friends. They're cool. They like me. I'm cool. And I want to bring them in. They want to bring me in. No, they don't. Tricked you. They fooled you. So gullible. It's because you want to be hugged. You want a pat on your head. Well, here at Hebrew on the Island, I don't want a hug from him. I don't want a pat on my head. I'm a ruling small king under King David, priest under King David, and you are too, Israelite. You're a queen, princess under King David. Live it out in whatever degree you can, even in Jacob's trouble. That's what I'm saying. Don't get it twisted like, well, let me go see you rule. No, the Most High is going to give it to us once he breaks them into bone dust, all these kingdoms. American empire, European empires, and all these elite empires on the chopper block. That's what you see going on in 2020. Okay? Look at what your cousin did. I'm making a joke. He ain't your cousin. The apex heathen. Look what your cousin has been sneakily doing and saying behind your back that you don't know. He made you think you were really a part of it. You're not. He looks at you as a nigga. You're just so gullible. Most High said he severed us away from them, but you want to stay joined at the elbow. But not me at Hebrew on the Island too. Sarah Williams, Shalom. I said a lot of important stuff. When I upload this video, stuff that you missed, go back to it. Go back to it because it's very crucial to this whole video. Now I'm going to reveal what your cousin, and I'm only joking. You see, apex heathens and heathens are not your cousin, but I'm trying to be funny. I'm going to show you what your cousin's been doing behind your back It was sent to me. I sent it out to a whole bunch of people. This is giving me thumbs up and not saying too much because they have cognitive dissonance. They can't believe this apex heathen really doesn't want to include them. They don't include them. They look at them at the bottom. Wake up, Israelite. We're not at the bottom. We're at the cream. We're the creme of the creme. Thus saith the scripture. Thus saith the scripture that's in their Bibles collecting dust in all the apex heathens' houses around the world. They don't open up and read. And definitely when they go to their demon churches, they read one line. They ain't gonna never read that. You are above all the people of the face of the earth. Why are you talking about, we're not, the Negroes are not violent. We just want equality and just be left alone. No, Negroes, Israelites, tribes, you shouldn't want equality. You want rulership. That's why a lot of you are not the rulers of Israel. That's why I keep saying in a lot of my videos. You don't aspire to like King David, how he would, if he was right here, would be teaching. King David's coming back. He has ruling mentality, and all the true Israelites have the ruling mentality because we believe the scriptures, and the scriptures tell us we are the future kings, judges, priests of the Most High. Everything to the Most High, family, friend, witness, servant, not the heathens. Shouldn't want to be joined at the waist with them. There's no equality, and they definitely don't treat you with equality. And you're so gullible, you think they are. I'm going to show you in this little clip that they don't. Start to live out your biblical position. If you truly believe the scripture. Here at Hebron Island do too, I do. In my head, when I go through the supermarkets and the stores, and I look at these heathens, I'm like, look at this beast. I don't get crazy and hit people and say anything. No, they say hi, I say hi, but in my head, I'm like, you ain't me, nigga. You lawless beast, you know what I mean? But you can still live it out in many aspects of your life, and it starts first up here. Here's your cousin, and this is a joke. Heathens are not your cousin. Here's your cousin showing you how he thinks of you, and you still want equality. Get that crazy equality crap out of your mind. All you should want is rulership. That's what they want. That's what they've been doing for centuries. But you don't want it. Shows that you're weak. Here at Hebron Island too, I'm not. Different breed of Hebrew. I aspire to King David's and Caleb's and Joshua's and Moses, stuff like that, Gideon's and stuff like that. We ain't at the bottom, we at the top. All of them are our servants. You're gonna see at the end of this video. Now here's your cousin. Here's your cousins in action. Hold on. Gotta get it up on Facebook. They sent it to me. Make sure this volume is up. Let me see.
Since you ignore my other videos, I guess I don't have enough people for you to get clout off of. But because I'm into dialogue, let's go ahead and talk about this. There's a law, the Voting Rights Act reauthorization. Every 25 years, Congress has to vote to renew the Voting Rights Act. So basically, every 25 years, they have to vote to allow Black people the right to fair voting. That being said, they are consciously requesting to renew a law from a law that was on the books to circumvent a law that was originally unfair to Black people. A law created by a system. So if everything was fair and there was no systemic racism, why create a law that you have to vote on to renew? Because systemic racism exists.
See, so you guys, all you have to do is rewind it all and listen to that lady again. And look up that bill for yourself. It's there. You want to rub elbows with a demon. You don't have to go to hell if there is a hell. It doesn't matter. Hell to me is a condition, but you don't have to go to hell to see the devil. The devil is in front of you, behind you at Walmart, driving next to you on the highway. These apex, they're the devil that the Bible speaks of, and you still don't know it today. You still think you don't have an enemy. That's your problem. He has a system where you are not even a third-class citizen. You are a 3,000 down citizen. And you still want to rub elbows. Let me rub elbows with you. Come on, let's go at the Sharky's and have a couple beers and drink some hot buffalo wings or some stuff. You guys is weak. Like, I'm ashamed of a lot of you Negroes. Still got that Martin Luther King, we have a dream thing on you. Here at Hebrew on the Island too, I only want rulership. I don't want equality. And I don't even hate them for them acting the way they do, because a lot of them have a ruling mentality. And in the scriptures, they're called the servants and slaves. That's why, in Jeremiah 5, he says, my people, they have a revolting, rebellious spirit. They are God. And a lot of you guys are God. Your minds is God, and everything. You're like not even finished, finished. That's how finished you guys are in your mindset. Ruling mentality, even here in Jacob's trouble. I'm not saying do crazy things or whatever, but in yourself, walk around, stop walking around with low self-esteem. Walk around with confidence. Walk around like, I am a king. I am a king under King David, a prince, a kingdom of priests, one of the priests, the servant, the witness of the Most High, the family of the Most High. He only said about one particular group of people that have all those titles, and it's the Negro, who is the indigenous Indians of all the Western Hemisphere. They lied about everything. Don't believe nothing they have said. Your school, get out of that cognitive dissonance. Well, I didn't learn that, so I knew it was saying something different. I don't believe that. I'm more comfortable with my Ugg slippers on and my heating blanket on, and with the information that I have. I'm comfortable, and I want equality. I just want equality. Nope. Well, you can keep going that week. Don't utter out of your mouth, I won't believe you. Oh, I'm a Hebrew Israelite. No, you're not. You low self-esteem. You have your homeborn slave mentality. You need a ruling mentality. Yep. Excellent. Zara. Okay. Falling for the cheese on the trap. Come me to Isaiah 45:14. Come me to Isaiah 45:14. Thus saith the Lord, Egypt's wealth and Nubia's gain and the Sabonites' long limb shall pass over to you. And the you is the Israelites. Will pass over to you and be yours. Did he say everybody's? No, he said yours. So why would you want equality? Why do you want to give the heathens what is yours? Pass over and follow you in fetters, these heathens. They will bow low to you and reverently address you. Only among you is God. There is no other God at all. So it says in Isaiah 45, verse 14, it says, and they will follow you in fetters and chains. But you, weak-minded, homeborn slave Negro, who just probably found out he's an Israelite, is probably still following Jesus, fake Jesus, Black H.O.I.awaken in the New Testament. You don't want them to follow you and change. This is major prophet Isaiah talking. No, I want equality. He said they will bow low to you and reverently address you. No, I don't want them to. Hello, Mr. Apex Heathen. How you doing? Can I help you with something? Oh, yeah, had a nice day. F that. Bow, nigger. They're the niggers, not us. And if it's offensive to what you say, get off the channel. Don't watch. Because it's like sick of you weak Negroes, Israelites. I remember when I first found out that I was an Israelite about 12 years ago, 10 years ago, whatever the case may be, I had this moray. And he said, there ain't going to be no boot licking here. No, because he heard me started talking a long time ago. He said, Oh, no, don't bring that stuff in here. Ain't no bootlicking, heathens, Gentile stuff. Everybody's eating. I left that camp even back then. And he knows a lot of scriptures, but he knows a lot of scriptures to fool people that don't read. Won't work with a new Yeshua Israel because I read and study. Isaiah 45:14. They'll pass over and follow you in fetters. They will bow low to you and reverently address you. Hold on. Sorry, let me make this thing so they don't interrupt me. Hold on. Yo, I see her video. I text her you luego. I see her video. Oh, okay. Sorry, I'm doing it live. Shalom, brother. How you doing? Danielle, been in Israel. They will bow low to you and reverently address you. Only among you is God. Let me repeat that. Only among you is God, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. But I know to a lot of you, it's itchy. Why only us? Because you have low self-esteem. You can't fathom that the creator of everything, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, the ancient of days that comes in the clouds, the high and lofty one whose name is holy, who abides in eternity. Yes, you alone, Elohim, is the creator. You can't believe that he just chose your kind, your race, your allotment of people. And the only reason why you want to add people to it, like that fake 12 tribe chart, you want to add the heathen Gentiles in, is because you have low self-esteem. If you had high self-esteem as a new Yeshua Israel, you would say, yeah, he picked me and people that look like me to be his chosen people. I'm not saying, let the Asian guy come in. Come on, brother, and let that, that real apex demon in, heathen. Here, come on, Karen, Joe, Barbie. No. You have low self-esteem, suffer from Stockholm syndrome, you have cognitive dissonance, can't believe. Because my old grandmother never taught me that. And in school, when I went elementary school, I never learned that. Earth is round, spinning like a bullet, fast like a bullet, 5,000 miles an hour or some shit. Some stuff. Guys, man, some of you guys, not all you guys, and some of you guys, and I don't think you're never going to wake up. You are definitely in that matrix. Only among you is God. Isaiah 45:14. Most High is the most racist. And you don't like that. Stupid. He's picking you and you go, no, don't pick me. Don't pick us. If you don't pick everybody, I don't want to be a part of it. Nigga, leave then. You Negroes are a weight to us. This is why this captivity has lasted as long as it has, because you merge your mind, body, and soul along with the demons. Because you want equality. Oh, no, we don't want to start trouble here. We just want equality. You are the weight of Israel. You are rebellious children. Terrible. In Spanish is terrible. Ooh, tired of you Negroes. Tired of you people. I'm sorry. Boy, if I'll be cursing like it's not cursing, but I'll be saying niggas a lot and a lot of shit. Just talking straight talk. Trying to curb my mouth right now because it aggravates me. How long? That's why the 2/3 in Zechariah 13, it says 2/3 are going to be destroyed and 1/3 is going to be put through the fire. At the end of all that, he's going to say, you are my people, and we're going to say, this is our Elohim. And we need that 2/3 to be gone. The ones that want to be equal with the demons. You don't have to go to that hell, if there is one or not, doesn't matter. I say hell is a condition, but you don't have to go to hell to see the devil. He's driving along the freeway with you. It's Karen that's calling the cops when you're going in your own building saying that there's a strange guy, black guy going in the building. You guys weak. You guys are weak. Somebody just said, yeah, Trump wins. He won. Doesn't matter. You should not be involved in the affairs of the heathens. That's heathen Gentile business. You should just be worrying about your business, your culture, and your people. Look at the Mongoloid recessive Down syndrome baby Asian people. They're terrible. They hate you. You go to China, Asia, all them things, they look at you like you're a monkey. But you love them. It'll be nice. F that. You're weak. I'm going to love the people that hate me. I'm gonna try to befriend them. They look at you more weak when you're trying to be their friend and they're telling you in all type of ways and actions that they hate you. You're weak. Weak. Here at Hebron Island, I don't promote weakness. I don't promote in physicality, and I'm old. Spirit and mind. You Negroes need to get on board, get in the program. Your program is not to merge into their society. It's to, I'm going to read in one of these verses, in Leviticus, he told us to separate. But you want to join. You are rebellious. Like Isaiah 1 Samuel 15, for rebellion is as witchcraft, stubbornness as iniquity. And that's the title of you Negroes. You're rebellious and stubborn. And this has been our problem from being like in Ecclesiastes. Solomon said, there's nothing new under the sun. You niggas been doing this ever since. And then the Hebrews that are striving to try to do the things right, we get sucked in like a vacuum with these two-third nonsense. Low self-esteem Negroes. Sorry I'm rambling, but this is just what it is. Yes. Yes, Daniel. The remnant, the divine ones, is the righteous 1/3. Zechariah 13, 2/3 are going to be destroyed. Those are the rebellious, stiff-necked people that in Jeremiah 17 and Jeremiah 14, the Most High said, don't pray for them. I'm not going to hear you. I don't pray for them Negroes in the churches. Crazy heathen come in and shoot everybody. We're going to love him. That was bad what you did. But we love you. Let's hug and you're good. And you stupid ass. Weak Negroes. Disgusting. I'm disgusted with the 2/3. You got to get flamed alongside these heathens. Terrible. Bad representation. I'm glad the Most High is getting rid of them. Joel 2:27. And if this is too much talk, tough talk for whoever, leave. Because this channel is not, and I'm talking about you guys, whoever is going to listen to this video now or later, leave. I just know the popularity contacts. That's why I don't have any thumbnails. I'm trying to get more subscribers. When I was a Messianic Hebrew, I had 5,000 subscribers. It wasn't on for that long because people have itchy ears. Thank the Most High, opened my eyes to tell me that there's no other Savior. The God of Abraham and Isaac and Jacob is the only Savior, Redeemer, and Creator. There's no Jesus Black Yahweh. So when I was confused in that matrix, I had 5,000 people watch me. Now I only got 500 or almost 600 or whatever the case may be, almost 600. I don't care. It's not about that. It's about me doing the work. It says in Daniel 12:3, those that gain wisdom shine as bright as the firmament. Those that turn people to righteousness shine as bright as the stars forever and ever. That's my goal. That's my goal for you guys and for myself. Not no popularity contest. You know there's only going to be 1/3. 2/3 is the majority. They ain't listening. They're on all those Hebrew channels and all those Christian, Hebrew Messianic channels and those Christian channels. And I don't only care about the Negroes. I care about the other heathens. I care if there's only almost 600 people on my channel. So what? All you leave. I keep 10. Because it's not about me and you. It's only about glorifying, praising the Most High. I only have to be approved by him to see that my works last. My works can carry me on into salvation. Deuteronomy 6:25, for it will be your for it to be your righteousness that you keep the commandments, statutes, and know the judgments. And one of them is to love the brethren. So what I'm doing on this channel is showing love, giving out teaching and instruction videos so you can be appeased by the Most High. I remember Gideon. They went to go to war. Had a lot of people coming to war with Gideon. Gideon said, But the Most High said, I don't want all these people here. I don't want all of them. Tell them to lap the water. And okay, these 300 that lap the water up this way, take them, send everybody else home. I don't care if the channel is low. I ain't putting no thumbnails. I don't know how to put the thumbnail on this Chromebook, and I don't care. As long as I'm doing the work and I'm sincere about it, and I truly care about you, Torah and Tanakh Israelites that really want to learn, really want to reverence the Most High, really want to walk in only His ways, keep all His commandments, strive to keep all His commandments. I know it's going to be hard. Strive. That's what I'm saying. The word strive. Strive to keep all His commandments. Only worship Him. I love you guys. For you other guys and women that are, get out of here. Joel 2:27. And you shall know that I am in the midst of Israel, that I, the Lord, am your God, and there is no other, and my people shall be ashamed no more. This is possessive. But you guys want to add. He said the Israelites are his people. He didn't say all the people of the earth are his, but some of you low-level, one-dimensional thinkers will say, yeah, but he made all other people. Yeah, he made them for other purposes. I have a truck outside. Its purpose is not the same as my little sports car I got. They got two. That don't mean they ain't the same, but they have different functions. My truck is to haul things right over bad roads and all that stuff. My little sports car is for me to go quick in sometimes that I want to and look cool. It's got different functions. Where he made the people different functions, different reasons. And so Hebrew 101, you don't get it. He made the Israelites. You're going to see with the verses that I bring out, hopefully in that you say you believe. He has one people group that he deals with. All the other people are the peripherals. So why would you want equality with them? Joel 2:27, and you shall know that I am in the midst of Israel. He didn't say the midst of every people group, but you want equality. You're not a leader of Israel if you think that way. And you shall know that I am in the midst of Israel, that I the Lord, am your God, and there is no other. And my people, not all the people, only my people shall be ashamed no more. Numbers 35:34. Numbers 35:34. You shall not defile the land in which you live. I myself abide. For I, the Lord, abide among the Israelite people. I'm reading out of the Tanakh. He tells you only abides among the Israelite people. It's telling you. You read the King James KJV is going to say the children of Israel. But which still, and the Tanakh is saying he only abides amongst the Israelite people. But you want equality, say we're all together in this. No, we're not. And I showed you that video for whoever comes in that didn't see that little clip that I showed you. They ain't about equality. They ain't about really including you. The heathens have a more rulership mentality than you. You guys have a homeborn slave mentality, which I don't have here at Hebrew on the Island too. That's disgusting to me because I actually believe the script. Before I go on, let me read a couple of these because I want to respect the subscribers and the viewers before I continue. Okay, idolatry is the worship of anything other than the Creator, correct? Zaire Williams. How do we find and identify every single law, statute, and commandment? Listen, all you have to do is read the first 5 books of the law. I'm talking to Danielle. That's why it's called the Tanakh. Forget about the Bible. The Bible has the fake New Testament, and some of them have the Apocryphas inside. New Testament is fake. Jeremiah 6:16. Ask for the old path, which is the good way, and walk therein. Moses, Abraham, David, Joshua, Caleb, Solomon, David, all the Isaiah, Jeremiah, Ezekiel, all the 12 minor prophets. Nobody mentioned about no New Testament. Mosai says the name is what, 3:7 or something like that. He said, before he does anything, he reveals it to the prophets. Just think a little bit. Do they call themselves prophets in the New Testament? No, they call them apostles. You guys got to stop thinking one-dimensional. So in Amos, I think it's 3:7. Don't quote me. I think it's 3:7. But it's in Amos. He says he doesn't do anything first without revealing it to his prophets. The prophets are only found in the Tanakh. That's the Old Testament. So he said he don't do nothing without revealing it to. So how could he do a new thing and say, I'm going to bring a physical son on earth. I'm going to give him all power to create, be salvation and all this stuff. And the prophets didn't say that. You guys got to come out of Christianity. You got to come out of being a Messianic Hebrew. Come out of all these lies, unlearn all the lies from the apex heathen and Christianity and your old black grandmother. And if you can't, that's you. Ezekiel 14. When the Most High was angry with the land and the people, put his hand down upon it. He said, though Noah, Job, and Daniel was in it, they had to save themselves through their own righteousness. So the Most High has given me the insight to make all these. I got over 200 something videos on this channel. My old channel, I had like 700 videos. You got the tools. Go through the beginning. Guess what? You have to roll up your sleeves, put work in. You guys want everything just microwave popcorn, Burger King, fast food. Woo. Do work. All the laws is found in the first 5 books. Right in Genesis, I'm going to give you an example. Genesis chapter 17. And this is a thing when you read, you know, when these Messianic Hebrews are talking, you guys are like mesmerized. Wow. You know, no, they don't. And you'll know why they don't, because you don't know. You don't study, you don't apply yourself. If you just study all my videos on my channel, you would be a moray, a teacher too. But you don't want to study it. You don't want to read. You just want to go. You want to hurry and get back to Netflix on television. I know what you niggas are doing, but you don't want to do that. The first 5 books of the Tanakh is called the law. Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, Deuteronomy. That's where all the laws is in. Then you have the prophets. Major prophets, 3, Isaiah, Jeremiah, and Ezekiel. And Ezekiel is Jeremiah's son. You didn't know that. And then the 12 minor prophets. Rebecca, Hosea, those are the minor prophets. Micah, Nahum, Malachi, you know. Guys, come on. Get with the program. And it's really easy. You got to stop being lazy. Got over 200 videos. You just want to watch the latest video. The latest video, all you have to do is click on Hebrew on Island 2. There's over 200 teaching videos. It'll put you right up to speed. But a lot of you are lazy. You don't want. You want to get back to Netflix. I know, and Candy Crush on your phone. You can't. Though Noah, Daniel, and Job was in it, they had to save themselves through their own righteousness. Most High is presenting all this information to you. Do you want to eat it, the scroll, or no? You want to just eat some Ben and Jerry ice cream? It's up to you. I can't force none of you to do it, and I'm not going to force none of you. I encourage you to do it, but I can't force you. But anyway, that's where you find the laws at, Danielle. And I'm not getting at you. When I'm talking to the audience, because there's going to be other people that watch this video. So that's what's going on. So when you look in Genesis, you know, you have these Messianic Hebrew. Oh, Paul in the New Testament, he was the rabbi of rabbis. Oh, yeah, really? See, you would think that way. A lot of you probably think that way because you don't know the scriptures. Oh, really? Paul says in their fake New Testament, 1 Corinthians 7, he says, circumcision is nothing and uncircumcision is nothing, but keeping of the law is everything. For you people that don't read, haven't graduated Hebrew 1 or 2 or 3, you'll say, yeah, that sounds good. But you haven't studied your book. That's the problem. That's why a lot of you don't know what you're doing. You don't know what direction you're going in. Because right in the first book, you shut that Paul down. Easy. Genesis 17. The Abrahamic law of circumcision. So how could Paul say circumcision is nothing or uncircumcision is nothing. He's saying if you circumcise, it's nothing. If you're uncircumcised, it's nothing. The only thing that matters is keeping of the law. That is the law. First book of the Torah, Genesis 17. And then when you read Joshua chapter 5, when only Joshua and Caleb and their families were allowed in, because all the other ones are stiff-necked, rebellious Israelites, wasn't going to the promised land. He said, you guys are not entering until you reinstate that law of circumcision, that Abrahamic law of circumcision. So that's how you find all the laws in the scriptures, by reading the law. Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, Deuteronomy. Okay, enough with that. Let me read that. And I want to get back to Negroes want equality, but the Tanakh says rulership. Okay, I don't deal with the New Testament. I'm strictly speaking of the Torah. Okay, like I said, Danielle, I'm not saying anything bad. I'm not even addressing it to you. It's a good question. I address it because other people watch my video, and heathens watch the video. We're on the same page. That's what I want you. Excellent, Danielle. Majority of our people don't want to do research. Correct. Got you. Appreciate it. I'm already doing so. Just want to. Yep. Excellent. Listen, the Most High provided everything for us. It's just that, we have to be honest. Most of our people are lazy, and that statement is true. If you want to hide something from Negroes, just put it in the book. They don't want to see it. They're too busy showing off, watching Netflix, playing Candy Crush, playing video games, watching sports. They know everything about football, baseball, basketball, MMA, boxing. They know all the stats. They have it all up here, but they don't know anything about the scriptures. And whose fault is that? They're going to get judged in the end. Ezekiel 14. Though Job, Daniel, Noah was in it, they had to save themselves. I'm glad you guys are on this channel seeing what I'm saying. And it's not what I'm saying. I'm saying what the scripture's saying. This stuff ain't coming out of my head. Amos 3, 1 and 2. Back to the video. Negroes want equality. Tanakh says rulership. Stop thinking like a homeborn slave. You are a ruler. Start acting like it in any way that you can now. And it starts up here. I have it up here. I'm not ruling a country or this Dominican Republic. I want to. Believe you me, if I could, I would right now. But I have it in my mind. I walk. Yeah. And when I look at them, I'm like, yeah. And if they ask me stupid questions, I tell them what the deal is. Amos 3, and that's how you can do it, increment by increment. But live it. Live your position. But do you really believe the scriptures? A lot of you don't. Amos 3, 1 and 2. Hear this word, O people of Israel, that the Lord has spoken concerning you, concerning the whole family that I brought up from the land of Egypt. You alone have I singled out of all the families of the earth. That is why I will call you to account for your iniquities. He only knows you. But that doesn't set well with 2/3 of you Negroes, who are the only physical Israelites of the Tanakh, the Old Testament. You have such low self-esteem that you can't comprehend, you can't perceive that the Most High only wants you and your kind. Weak. That's why I say you're not the ruler. You're not ruling in Israel. You're not a ruler. A ruling mentality Israel mimics a King David, a Solomon, a Joshua, a Caleb, a Moses. Not you Negroes. You Christian, heathen-loving, rubbing elbows, equality desiring Negroes. A homeborn slave. I try to promote and encourage males and females, Israelites on this channel, to live into your character. Prince and princesses of the world under King David. Judges under the world under King David. There's no other people group. It's not inclusive. The Most High is racist. And there have been demons. Don't feel sorry for them. You're weak too when you're feeling sorry for these heathens. Look all the evil they've done and you still feel sorry for them? They don't feel sorry for us. It means you're weak. You're not a ruler. says in Deuteronomy 7, says, and I know most of you don't read it. You don't know a lot of you don't even know what I'm talking about. You think I'm making it up, just making it up from my head as I speak. No, it's in the scripture, because the Most High was kind to me and allowed me to have a little memory bank, a little computer up there that I can memorize a lot of the scripture. A lot of you don't know it. Deuteronomy 7, I'm paraphrasing it for you. Say, well, you don't know it. He said, when I bring them into your hand, which you see the destruction of the world is coming. America, Europe, and all these elites and New World Order people, all their kingdom empires is on the chopping block. That's why you see all this chaos going on right now. A lot of you don't want that. You want to still have this same wicked, abominable empire, not me. Deuteronomy 10:15. Deuteronomy 10:15. Yet it was to your fathers that the Lord was drawn. It wasn't to every people group's father that the Most High was drawn. That's why you should have a ruling mentality, because he looks at you different. And you're still in 2020, you haven't gotten the memo. Yet it was to your fathers that the Lord was drawn in his love for them, not all. Guys, it's crazy. So that he chose you, and you are the Israelite, physical Israelites, the only Negroes that suffered the curse of Deuteronomy 20 and Leviticus 26. He only chose you, their lineal descendants, which is us, from among all people, as is now the case. Do you really believe the scriptures? I know a lot of you don't, the 2/3 don't. Deuteronomy 7:6, Deuteronomy 7:6, because you wouldn't act like a homeborn slave. You wouldn't be talking like you want equality. You should be saying, nah, I ain't equal to them. They ain't equal to me. I'm above them. As per the scripture that's in their Bible, that's in their house, that says it. And I believe the scripture, and the scripture is only Genesis to Malachi, says that the Israelite is the kings, princesses, judges under Israel, not everybody else. So there's no equality. It's only rulership. Deuteronomy 7:6. For you are a people consecrated. It's talking to Israel. The whole Bible is about Israel. I shouldn't have to keep saying every time when it's saying you and us and all that, keep mentioning, he's only talking about the Israelites. You guys keep thinking us and we and all that. Oh, he's talking about all the people of the world. You guys, man, I'll be honest with you, you're very illiterate in the scriptures. The whole Bible is a history and law book of the physical Hebrew Israelites. It's only a love story between the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, and the consecrated, the divine ones, which are the Israelite people, which are only the Negroes scattered around this flat earth, that suffer the curse of Deuteronomy 28 and Leviticus 26, and no other people group. Many times I have to keep saying us, and we have to remind you, because you have a short memory span. Deuteronomy 7:6. For you are a people consecrated. He's not talking about everybody, only Israelites. For you are a people consecrated to the Lord your God of all the people on the earth. The Lord your God chose you, not everybody, chose you to be his treasured people. Exodus 19:5 and 6. Exodus 19:5 and 6. Now then, if you will obey me faithfully and keep my covenant, you shall be my treasured possession among all the people. Indeed, all the earth is mine, but you shall be to me a kingdom of priests and a holy nation. Do you really believe that, Israelite? I knew Yeshua Israel at Hebron Island too. I believe that. And I try to live it out every day. Somebody can say, well, he's prideful. Call me whatever you may. Call me whatever you may. I know it's not a worldly pride. It's a biblical pride. So I don't consider it a worldly pride. I'm just speaking what the scriptures say. Leviticus 20, verse 24 and 25. Leviticus 20, verses 24 and 25. And I'm going to break some of that down, skip a little bit, because I still got some stuff to read to you. Leviticus 20, 24 and 25. I, the Lord, am your God, who has set you apart. That means he doesn't want you joined at the hip. So that means there's no equality. I, the Lord, am your God who has set you apart from other people. Stop trying to join them. So you shall set apart the clean beast from the unclean bird from the clean one. They can't do none of this stuff to set the world back in order when the Most High destroys, break and bone us all these existing empires and kingdoms that are existing now in 2020. What the heathens that are running it, are they going to be doing it with us or doing it again? This is how the world is in this condition, this terrible condition, because you have the slaves ruling. They're running amok, loose. We're going to corral, most High is going to let us corral them back up, and they're going to be corralled up in the barn and in chains and fetters forevermore. Not a fake New Testament, 1,000 years we're going to bend, and they're going to go. No, they're not. It's forevermore. Don't believe Messianic Hebrews. They're just chocolate covered Christians. Psalm 147, 19 and 20. Psalm 147, 19 and 20. He issued his commands to Jacob, his statutes and his rules to Israel. Do you know what that means? That means he didn't give his important laws, statutes, and judgments to the other nations of people. That's why there's no equality. That's why you're supposed to be set apart. That's why you're supposed to have a ruling mentality. Psalm 147, 19 and 20. He issued his commands to Jacob, his statutes and his rules to Israel. He did not do so for any other nation. Of such rules they know nothing. Oh, you guys sometimes make me tired. Now you guys here, when I'm watching YouTube, I'm like, these are Christians. These are bootlicking, wannabe APEC heathen Negro people. You still don't got the message. Psalm 147, 19 and 20. He issued his commands to Jacob, his statutes and his rules to Israel. He did not do so for any other nation or any other people. Of such rules they know nothing. They're not included. Stop trying to be equal with them, because you're not. 2/3 of you are, and you're going to go the way of them at the end. And we need that because you're a weight to us. They know nothing of the Most High in this stuff. Deuteronomy 29, verse 28. Deuteronomy 29, verse 28. Concealed acts concern the Lord our God, but with overt acts, it is for us and our children ever to apply all the provisions of this teaching. Concealed acts concern the Lord our God, but with overt acts, it is for us, the Israelites, it's for us and our children, the Israelites in 2020, ever to apply all the provisions of this teaching. What are the teachings? The laws, statutes, and commandments. It's only for us. But you keep wanting equality? Stop being a homeborn slave. Have a ruling mentality. Lamentations 5, verses 8 and 16. Lamentations chapter 5, verse 8 and verse 16. Slaves are ruling over us with none to rescue us from them. Slaves are ruling over us. That's what you see right now. Slaves running them up. They're the slaves. Everything's a lie. Everything's inverted. This is a bizarre world. And it's because we sin and we keep sinning today. He said in Deuteronomy 32, he said, since you made me jealous by going whoring after other gods and these other demonic nations, I'm going to make you jealous. I'm going to put a foolish and no people over you to rule you. Ezekiel 7 said, I'm bringing the worst of the heathens to possess your houses. So when you read Lamentations 5, verse 8, it says slaves are ruling over us. They're the slaves. So why would you want to be anything equal with them? Why would you say that? The only reason why you say that and you feel that way is because you have low self-esteem, suffer from Stockholm syndrome, and you don't have a ruling mentality. But you 2/3 Israelites are not going to keep us down as weights. The Most High is opening our eyes and our ears. We believe the script. We are the rulers under King David in the new kingdom, and even right now. even though he hasn't given it to us totally, but we know that's our position, and we're going to live it out to whatever increment that we can. Lamentations chapter 5, verse 16. The crown has fallen from our heads. Woe to us that we have sinned. Crown indicates rulership. This is not talking about King David. King David is the head ruler, but under him we are the many kings that rule the earth over all the other people of the planet, all the other Gentiles. A lot of you still don't want that. We're the kings. The kings are not equal with the servants. They are the servants, the one that you want to be equal with. Here at Hebrew on the island too, in New Yeshua Israel, I'm not equal to them. Ecclesiastes chapter 10, verse 7. Ecclesiastes chapter 10, verse 7. I have seen slaves on horseback and nobles walking on the ground like slaves. When you see a picture of somebody on a horse and somebody walking, the perception that they're trying to show you is the person on the horse is the one that's on top, that's in charge, of the ruler. Ecclesiastes 10:7. I have seen slaves on horseback and nobles, those are like the kings and the rulers, walking on the ground like slaves. Right now it's trading places. We have the apex heathen running amok, running around on top of a horse like a slave on a loose. And you don't think he's a slave, you think he's actually like a king. He's not, he's a demon. Put there to punish you only for a time, and that time is coming to an end. The Most High said in Zechariah 1, he said, I was very angry with the nations that are at ease. I was only angry a little while they overdid the punishment. He's going to switch this. This is why the crumbling of this civilization is crumbling right now. It's a little circle in the toilet, and I'm happy. No more rulership for them. Only servitude and slavery for them. No, that doesn't fit well with you. But here at Hebron Island too, I have a ruling mentality. I don't have an equality mentality. Psalm 82:6. I have taken you for divine ones. In the King James Version, it would say gods, small gods. And when you read it in the King James or in the God, it doesn't mean Elohim. It means like a Caesar. He ruled everything. He could kill you, take your stuff, take your wife, take your possessions, put you in jail, promote you, whatever. Like a Caesar, like a president. Psalm 82:6. I have taken you for divine ones, sons of the Most High, all of you. He's only talking to Israel. He's saying all of us are the sons of the Most High, the divine ones, small gods, like small little Caesars walking around. But you shall die as men do, fall like any prince. Because of your sins. We were in the punishment. But that doesn't negate, he said, we are the divine ones, like the small gods, like the Caesars. That's our title from the beginning, when the Most High made everything. For us to be the small gods, the divine ones. And a lot of you still don't want that, but here at Hebron Island, I want that, and I try to live it out each day in my mind. Because everything starts up here first. Psalms chapter 2, verse 7 and 9. And that's talking about King David, but remember, we're the little kings under King David, because we are the people of the Most High. He set a king over us, that's David. And the Most High looks at all of us as the sons. But he has this hierarchy. We are over all the heathens under King David. You're going to be the governors, kings of all the provinces upon the earth. And we're going to get to that Antarctic, that place where they keep everybody out. They got all their technology and stuff. Psalm chapter 2, verse 7 and 9. Let me tell of the decree of the Lord said to me, you are my son. I have fathered you this day. He's talking about King David. Ask of me, and I will make the nations, not one, nations with an S, your domain, your estate, the limits of the earth. You can smash them with an iron mace, shatter them like the potter's ware. So King David's coming back. That's what he's going to control everything, have everything. We are the subjects under King David. We all are the sons of the Most High. We all mini-me kings and prince and princesses, judges, warlords under King David, ruling all the people on the earth that's going to be left after all these other people are going to be destroyed. we're going to rule them forever, not a little bit, forever. And they need to be ruled. Look at the condition of the earth. Stop having a homeborn slave mindset. Have a ruling mindset. Come with me to Daniel chapter 7, verse 27. Come with me to Daniel chapter 7, verse 27. It says, the kingship and dominion and grandeur belonging to all the kingdoms under heaven will be given to the people of the holy ones of the Most High. Their kingdom shall be an everlasting kingdom, and all dominions shall serve and obey. When all this is said and done, which is on the horizon, Israelite kingdom is forever dominating, controlling everything. No equality. Isaiah 60, verse 21 and verse 12. Isaiah 60, verse 21. And your people, all of them righteous, shall possess the land for all times. Forget about the Messianic Hebrews. We're going to rule the nations, Esau. And Esau is really a dark-skinned guy. Don't even worry about it. When you read Obadiah 1:15, he says, the day of the Most High is near to all the heathens. For what you have done, it will be done unto you. Your reward shall return unto your own head. Messianic Hebrews think that if you don't make the Caucasian Esau, he's going to escape. No, he's not. You read Obadiah 1:15, all the heathens are going to get it. I'm telling you, stop following these crazy teachers. Isaiah chapter 60, verse 21. And your people, remember it's talking to Israel, and your people, all of them. So I tell you, all you are going to be many kings and princes and princesses and judges and priests and all that. It's only the Israelites, the Negroes. And Isaiah 60, verses 21 first and then 12, because I did it in that order. And your people, all of them, righteous, shall possess the land for all times. It's not for 1,000 years, it's forevermore once this kingdom gets on a chopping block, and it's basically almost there. They are the shoot that I planted, my handiwork in which I glory. The Most High said it's only the Israelites, and we're going to rule for all time. This is their last rulership, circling the toilet bowl right now. They only got a little time left. It's on the horizon. Verse 12 of Isaiah 60, for the nation or the kingdom that does not serve you, and you is the Israelites, for the nation or the kingdom, in this new kingdom that's coming, it's right on the horizon, for the nation or the kingdom that does not serve you, Israelites, shall perish. Such nations shall be destroyed. They all are going to get down with obedience and bowing and being that good obedient slave. And I know that's itchy to a lot of you Negroes. You want them to be equal. Here at the Hebrew Island too, there's no equality. Isaiah 43, verse 4. Isaiah 43, verse 4. Because you are precious to me and honored, and I love you. He didn't say everybody. Let me read it again. Isaiah 43, 4. Because you are precious to me and honored, and I love you. I give men in exchange for you and people in your stead. He's racist. He only loves us. Verse 21 of Isaiah 43. The people I formed for myself, that they might declare my praise. He formed the Israelites only for himself to do a specific job, which is to be his chosen servant, his chosen witness, his only family, his only people that he knows, that he deals with directly, who he only dwells within. Verse 19 of Isaiah 43. I am about to do something new. Even now it shall come to pass. This is what you're seeing now, what's going on in the world of 2020. He said he's going to do something new. That's Daniel 7:27. And the kingdoms and dominions and the greatness of the kingdoms under the whole heaven shall be given to the saints of the Most High, whose kingdom is an everlasting kingdom. And all kingdoms and dominions shall serve and obey. It's going to be a law-filled world once he destroys America and Europe and all these new world elites and heathens, kingdoms, shit. It's going to be a peaceful world. Everything's going to be at peace. Israelite, can you feel it? I can. These wicked empires are soon to be destroyed. Take your righteous place and position in the earth. Right now, you can do something. Stop being a homeborn slave and thinking like like one, oppose equality for yourself, and desire only rulership, if you truly only believe the scriptures. I read you the scriptures. Do you believe it? Hopefully this was edifying. For you guys that came in late, when I uploaded, go to the beginning of the video. I showed a clip that you need to see, showing that these heathens don't look at you with equality. This is New Year's from Israel, Hebrew on the Island too. Until next time.